Hello, and thank you for permitting me to come into your homes. I'm Cass Castile, and I'm seeking the mayor's office of this wonderful and outstanding city that we call the Big Easy or the Crescent City. Doesn't matter, it's still the most beautiful city in America. Now, I'm doing this info commercial rather than a commercial because we can't get together, and this is a good time because of the pandemic. I want us to be one ensemble so you could ask me queries and things of that nature. Now, my campaign staff and I were up practically all night trying to come up with one, and so finally, Mr. Williams, my campaign manager, said, why don't we do this? Why don't we shoot something inside of your home and just be down to earth? Don't use a script and just put on clothes that you lounge around in. I said, okay. And I even drank a cup of coffee here. Okay, what we're going to talk about is crime. And most of you don't know, but the median age of violent criminals is 16 years of age. 16. So many, I think about 30% are committed by these young people, 13 years of age. Violent crime. Now, there are many components and reasons why they become criminals, but we can't talk about that right now. I want to talk about a viable solution to reducing crimes. Of course, we can't do anything very much about domestic crime. Now, my plan, my blueprint has never been attempted before, and it's rather ambitious, but I do believe that it will be productive and we can reduce crime in this wonderful city. Let me say this first, though. Do you know that we had 8 people killed in 9 days in this city? 8 people. And you said, well, they were probably partners in crime. No, and it shouldn't matter either way. But no, it was not. Consider this. 3 young kids under the age of 6 were shot. One of them was walking with the parent. The other one was in their home. They're not partners in crime. 3 pregnant mothers killed, murdered. You say, well, they were at the wrong place. What is the wrong place? And this happened over 15 months. And the sad part about it, only 40% of these criminals are brought to justice. 40%. I have a solution to help reduce this as your next mayor of this beautiful city. And you say, well, crime, what's the big deal? The big deal is you live in fear. You're looking around when you get out of your car, hoping that nobody bumps your car and take it. You get hypertension. That's what it is. And you can't pray the problem away. Now, here's my plan. I should say my plank and my platform. And that is this. We're going to address the dropout rate, which is predominantly in junior high school. There, we're going to put more mental therapists or psychologists and psychiatrists there in those schools. And we'll have other various counselors. And hopefully we can get some people, ministers, church people to go there and volunteer. That might work. But let's say that the dropout rate continues to escalate. Then we'll get with the parent or caretaker and say, you're going to have to do something to address this. You must come to parenting with your offspring. And we have a center. I'm going to have centers for that. And there, maybe they can give you some little pointers on how to be a better parent and some things that you can do or you're not doing. And that might work. But let's say that that's not effective. Well, then you must let us know if your child has dropped out of junior high again or high school. And if you don't, we will withhold your government assistance, the monies that you received and other little benefits until you come by yourself again to parenting, and maybe we can do something, and you'll have to do this 6 hours per week until we satisfy this problem. Now, if that's counterproductive and it's fruitless, what are we going to do then? Incarcerate, and I hate to use that word, incarcerate these juveniles, and I'm gonna have a center. And I can do this with federal grant money. It's there. And what we'll do is they'll be housed there, and we'll call it a dormitory. And they'll have to live there. And parents can come and get involved. Hopefully we can get people from the church to get involved there. We'll have psychiatrists there. We'll have educators there. We'll start with vocational training. I think they'd probably be interested in that, automobiles, stuff like that. And because they're curious at that age. And hopefully we can get companies to participate in this also. But let me ask you this. You community leaders, you church people who have criticized my program, and you say, I have so much sympathy for them, I'm praying for them. Well, you've been praying for them. It was fruitless. And the sympathy that you have now, why didn't you have all of this sympathy when they were very young, 8, 9 years old? Why didn't you either adopt some of them or become mentors to some of these people? It didn't happen overnight. You can't tell me, well, we were praying for them. It was fruitless, wasn't it? I hope that you get involved. You know these people. You see what's going on. Talk, say something, and we can reduce crime in this community, in this city. It's up to you to do something. Prayers alone is not going to do anything. And ministers, please get involved. Establish centers. You can put them on after school centers, and it's done with federal grant. It won't cost you anything. We can make a difference here. I love this city, and thank you so much for giving me your attention. I'm Cass Castillo.